All right, greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome to the Crypto Truth, where I give you the truth as I see it. It has been a while. It has been a while. I have been busy. I say that every time, but I really do mean it. I've been doing a whole lot of things in life. There are a couple of projects that I am personally working on that maybe in a month or so I will be able to release to you guys. But let's go ahead and, as promised, some of you guys got my message on X. I have figured it out. I have figured out exactly what is going on in the world, exactly what is happening. And I am going to give you guys my thoughts of what I believe it is happening throughout the crypto space, throughout the world, and just all of the information that I've been gathering over the years, but not only that, but over the last couple of months or so, because I'm wondering, I was like, isn't this weird? It's weird that the stock, and we're going to get into the stock market here. I don't care about Black Friday. We're going to get into the stock market there in just a minute. We're going to talk about crypto as well, but it all correlates. And I was thinking, I'm like, oh my God, it's like I woke up and I'm like, I'm connecting the dots. So the crypto space has been an absolute fucking joke. It has been a disaster. If you guys, you know what? This is the reason why, you guys know I don't make videos. I used to make videos like almost every other day. And I'm like talking about the crypto space and there was news coming out. But at the end of the day, it's like, what's really going on? Nothing has really advanced as far as we talk about real world assets, because we're going to get into that. Actually, I had a real world assets, and we're also going to talk about DPINs, or decentralized physical infrastructure stuff here. But oh my goodness, I was like, I think I have figured it out. Okay, I think I've said that enough times, so let's go ahead and get started. First and foremost, let's look at here. First and foremost, we see that the crypto market, Bitcoin is at 92,000. Some people are probably having a heart attack right now. Ethereum, all of the rest, blah, 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 blah. Same old, same old. Zcash had a little bit of pump, and then it, you know, it's like 30 over 7 days. It's like at 31%. So there's like so much, going on. And so as far as so much of nothing going on. And okay, let me just go ahead and tell you guys what my thought process is. Okay, so the crypto space, look at this. We're in extreme fear. Market cap only 3.16 trillion. And I was thinking, how is all this correlating? Hear me out, people. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. This is what's happening. I was following what you guys know. The stocks have been going absolutely bonkers and insane. It's been going nothing but up and up and up and up. And eventually there's going to be a bubble. Then I read online that approximately 75 to 80% of all of the like stocks revenue or gains, all of that is coming from AI, everything dealing with AI chips and all of these different things. And I'm like, well, if that's the only thing that's holding it up, especially in the electronic world, because we all know that Q4 is usually like, oh my God, like everything goes up. And right now, we might as well think of 2025 as the opposite year, the year of opposites. Because if you thought the crypto space was going to go up, it went down. If you thought it was going to go down, it's going to go up. It's been everything has been flipped on its head. And mark my words, at this point, there are no more cycles. The cycles are over. Okay. And the reason why is because we're going to get back to this. Because everything, including Bitcoin, which drives most of the market, is being manipulated. Bitcoin is controlled by a handful of people throughout the world. And that's it. And some of you guys might hate my statement and be like, oh, well, you know, it's still decentralized and blah, 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 and the safety jobs. I don't care. But at the same time, at the same token, I'm looking at what's happening and I'm like, it's not being adopted. Like, hear me out. Majorly at a 3.16 trillion market cap. Now, don't get me wrong. I do believe that it will be like an definite store of value throughout time. But normal, everyday people, more and more are using Bitcoin, but still, it's only owned by a handful of people. And what I know, so what is happening right now is that the rich and the wealthy, they're these businesses, corporations, they're gobbling up all of the Bitcoin, right? And the sentiment right now is, oh my God, strike fear in the hearts of everyone. Now, I'm going to get into altcoins because I think all of this matters, because I do believe that Holo Chain, Holo actually really has a good chance to show itself. And I'll tell you why in a minute. But when we look at the stock market, I don't know how some of these people do it every single day. Look at this. I just read this. I just wanted to read this. Excuse me, guys. I just wanted to read this headline to you guys. Stock market today, Dow sinks 500 points as tech pressure persists. Nvidia falls. Live coverage. Oh my God, we're having a heart attack. And then like it'll go back up, and it's like it's talking about the S&P flopped at 0.8%. Oh my God. Also notching a 4th straight decline. But volume was lower on NASDAQ exchange, a higher exchange Monday. We get all this negative sentiment, but the reality of it is that Q4, because of the holidays, are usually great. So the stock market is going to get this big, huge buff. But what happens after that? And then I'm kind of connecting these things. You guys know that. So Trump is talking about giving everyone $2,000. He's not gonna. First off, he's not gonna give everyone $2,000. He's not gonna give it approved. And if he does get it approved, it'd be extremely difficult to do it within the next couple of months. So that's not gonna happen. He said that he was gonna be, make this the best crypto space ever. I do believe that's going to happen, but I don't think it's gonna be by his design. Here's what I mean. Once everyone receives all that they can from the stocks, from their gains from the stocks, they are all going to leave, because every smart investor, every smart human being knows that there's a transfer of wealth happening right now. And it is happening from fiat currency to cryptocurrency. And many of you guys are like, oh my God, I don't believe that anytime soon. And then, the dollar is going to become stronger. No, the dollar is going to be weaker. Bitcoin's going to be stronger. Gold is going to be stronger, more solid. Although I do think Bitcoin is going to outperform gold. And so they're going to take a lot of their profits. And I believe that there's going to be a 15 to 20% hit on the stock market. And this is where I was listening to Gallo, whatever his name is, Gallo, whatever his name is. I can't stand the guy, but he was speaking a little bit of truth that I actually agree with. I do believe that there's about to be a bubble, and I do believe that when that bubble pops in the stock market, a lot of people, a lot of human beings are going to flow. Things are going to flow into the crypto space. And not only that, but once it flows into the crypto space, that's when we're going to get all of these commercials, even more commercials than what we do now. We're going to really start, everyday people are going to start saying, hey, what is this cryptocurrency? Now, here's the thing. Many of us who've been in the crypto space for a long time, we're getting the fuck out. Like, as soon as our investments hit 100x, we're gone and we're never coming back. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take our 100x. We're going to pay off all our bills, our debts, and everything else in between. We're going to diversify our portfolio. We're going to have a high interest yield savings account, and y'all never going to see us again. At least y'all never going to see me again. No, I won't be riding around in a I won't be riding around in some sports car, Lambo, all of that stuff. No, 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 no. See, unless you guys see my channel, you guys aren't going to know who the fuck I am. Nobody is going to know that this dude is debt free. He's living within his means. He's driving around in a Toyota, likely a Toyota Camry, because you guys know I've been talking about that. And he has a solid house with a hot tub in the back. Many of you guys know what I mean when I say I'm going to have a hot tub in the back. I literally mean I like hot water, and I like soaking in hot water. Think it's healthy for the body. And I will have a hot tub in my backyard. And I can't afford one right now, but I will. And so these are one of the things that that I'm going to be doing. So smart money is understanding that, okay, they're gonna get in crypto space, but the long-term holders, we're waiting. And I'm telling you, many of us have been waiting for 7 to 8 years. We've been extremely patient. And a lot of the new people, they're going to get into crypto. Now, where are they going to get in crypto? And this, again, this is where I believe that Holo actually has a chance. Because everyone is going to be like, everyone who jumps into the market, the crypto market, they always think they're smarter than everybody else. They come in and they'll be like, oh, remember you guys, the meme coins and the JPEGs and all of these different things. Oh, but they all went down, right? And right now, everyone believes that we're about to enter a bear market. I don't think we're going to enter. I do think we're going to go down, but I don't think we're going to enter a bear market. As you can see, Bitcoin has already recovered a little bit, 90 to 89K. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, what's his face from Binance stated that, it's going to go down to 89K. We all know that they are manipulating. Look, people, they are manipulating the crypto space like it is nobody's business. And so now all of the patient people are going to reap the benefits because we're going to hang around, and then we're going to leave. But when we leave, we're not leaving until everyone else FOMOs in. When all of our coins and tokens have gone up 80x, that's when people are going to be like, oh, I need to get into this. And that's when the more retail is going to get into crypto. We also have all of these rules and regulations that's coming out. All of these headwinds, ETFs, and everything was postponed because of the government shutdown. You guys don't see my hands in quotation marks, but the government shutdown. And it doesn't matter who's in office. This is how it is going to play out. We are about, and I'm in agreement with a lot of other people, we are about to see the greatest wealth transfer ever from as everything leaves the stocks to go into the crypto space. And then once everything goes into the crypto space, well, where is the liquidity going? Where are people going to be investing? Now, I've heard a couple of things. This is the reason why I believe that Holo is going to have the greatest chances. Actually, there's still a little bit of hope for Holo. And the reason being is because right now, there's so much going on about, now I didn't just figure this out. We've been talking about this for a while, but there's so much going on within the AI space, but also the hosting space and energy and all of these the servers, the farming servers and stuff like the farm servers and like there's just so much going on. And a lot of the liquidity that leaves the stock market, they're going to say, well, we don't want to get into any of these meme coins. We want to actually get into, they're going to jump into RWAs, real world assets, and they're going to jump into DPINs, the decentralized physical infrastructure networks. That's what they're going to jump into. It's going to be a thing. And when they do jump into that, look at this, you got Walmart here. When they do jump into that, it's going to be extremely interesting, because that's when all of the coins and tokens who are absolute garbage, no one's going to believe in them. Now, I do believe that we're going to have a bull run to where everything is going to go up. But I also believe that we're going to have a little bit of extra push from a narrative. And we always know what that there's the ET excuse me, not ETFs, the I call them a JPEG narrative, but and now there's kind of sort of like an AI narrative, which is understandable. But the real world assets and the depends, that's what a narrative is. How does this actually, how can I actually get involved in the crypto space? How normal everyday people can actually be involved in the crypto space without investing in some kind of stable coin, right? And this is where we're going to learn where value, I was wondering if I can find depends, I can't. But where value actually lies. And I'm just scrolling down real quick, you guys. I'm going to try to find Holo. I'm pretty sure it's in the 300s. But yeah, where value actually lies in some of these tokens that are in the 200s and 300s, they're actually, a lot of people are going to switch over and they're going to be like, oh my God, I want to invest in this. Now, oh wow, Pundy, they got a new Pundy X. Damn, I didn't even know that. Okay, see, there's so much going on in the crypto space, and to be honest with you guys, I don't pay attention to crypto space like I used to. Like I used to be, you guys know, I used to be highly in there, but nothing's really changed. There's not a single winner, and that's what everyone is waiting for. What project, what distributed ledger technology is going to be the winner from all of this? And believe it or not, after 8 to 10 to 14 years, we still don't have a winner. We still don't have a guaranteed winner because nobody knows. And the reason being is because there's no value. And so, man, I'm telling you, whoever has the best technology, whoever can show that they got it, they can do it, and that it can work, man, it's going to be something. Wow, I thought Holo was... Is Holo in the 2s? Yeah, I gotta go back. Jesus. Okay. I didn't think Holo would be that high. It has been a while. Oh, damn, it's at 292. Wow, I thought it was in the 300s. Anyway, interesting. We got VThor token. I remember I used... You know, it's so crazy. I used to have a lot of these. So, let me get back. Go there, side code. Let me get back to what I was saying. So we're going to have a lot of these intelligent people jump into the crypto space, and they're very ignorant. They don't know. They don't understand that there are different DLTs. And so, yeah, that's what's going to happen. But I was like, why would they do that? It is very simple. I want you guys to hear me on this. They love to be early in the stocks. They have inside knowledge of all of these things, of a lot of the projects. And so if they have the inside knowledge of all of these projects, they're going to jump into the crypto space and they're going to have inside knowledge of these of the nice projects. I see blue chip here, blue chip projects, I should say. They're going to understand more about XRP and Cardano. And oh, by the way, Charles Hoskinson just had this video. I don't know why he does stuff like this. I thought he changed after he, after he went on a shrooms trip and had the shrooms and I don't know, under wolf's clothing or sheep's clothing. I don't know what the hell he was doing. Dark room, that's what it was. Anyway, he was doing a bunch of shit, and he came back and I thought he changed, but he hadn't. And I'm telling you, it's very difficult for people to change. And so, but he was just complaining on Facebook and stating, not Facebook, excuse me, on YouTube, and he was just telling everybody like, oh, you know, you fucking weekends, and you know, you're giving money into, you're selling and giving all of your Bitcoin and crypto over. Well, yeah, because people understand the value of time, and I think a lot of people you really need to understand the value of time. The value of time right now is that people have to survive. They have to live. They can't keep buying the dip. Over the last 2 years, we've been hearing buy the dip, buy the dip. If you can still buy the dip, damn, more power to you. Shit. Because I sure enough hell can't. And a lot of people are hurting because they lost so much. Now, I'm lucky. You guys know I'm a buy and hold type of guy. I bought, I held, and that's it. I haven't been buying more. I haven't been buying more and more and more. No, I'm done. Finito. Done. Until I actually reap the rewards for my investments, I am done. I'm not touching it. I don't do swing trading. I don't do day trading. I just buy and hold. And my portfolio has not been touched for like a year and a half, over 2 years. Now, the only time I touched it, not to take anything out, was to put something in because I had it in the cold wallet, right? So like, I'm done. That was like a year and a half ago, and I'm not doing it. I'm not putting extra money into stuff. I think I did like play around. I think I told you guys I put like $50 into some meme coin, and then another $50. That's nothing. It's not anything big. Wow, Zilliqa's at 245. A lot of these projects here are very solid projects, and you can tell that everything is struggling. But I'm telling you guys, that's what I feel is going to happen. We're going to get, they're going to jump in. They're going to purchase crypto. Everyone's going to fly in. They're going to take they're going to take their profits that they make from crypto. And you would think they're going to go back into real estate. No, that's not what's going to happen. I mean, they're going to get them back into the stocks. It's not going to happen. They're going to go into real estate. That's what they're going to do. And they're already buying real estate, but right now real estate is not really helping. So they're going to wait until everything pops, and then they're going to purchase real estate. And that's what they're going to do with their gains. And they're going to get the gains from the crypto space because they know they can. Be patient, people. It's coming. And this is what is happening. Now, as far as projects, look, I know you guys don't want to hear this. Many of you guys don't want to hear this. I actually have a video that I saw on YouTube from, what's that show called? I unsubscribed from them for the crazy commercials that they had. It kept aggravating the fuck out of me, so I stopped watching it. Dave Ramsey show. But this Dave Ramsey show, like YouTube, it wasn't a short, but at least they didn't have any commercials. I was able to listen to the whole thing. Made a great point, and I definitely agree. Look, universal basic income is coming, people, because capitalism doesn't work. And for some of you guys that are like, capitalism is the best, I agree, capitalism is the best, but it doesn't work. And that's why people are going to lean more towards socialism. And that's why we had a whole problem that we got in New York. Now, I don't agree with the guy. I don't agree with socialism. 100% socialism anyway. I think there needs to be a mix of everything. I think there needs to be opportunities opened up. I think that people should have an opportunity to work. And if they don't have an opportunity to work, but I think that everybody can do something. Again, that's my own personal opinion. But I don't think everybody can do something in the environment and the system that we're in, because the capitalist society says that everybody can't make it. Everyone who tries and absolutely sweats their asses off working hard to try to make it in this world cannot make it. And that's what capitalism is. So capitalism does not work and has not worked. And it really only works for the rich. For the most part, it only works for the rich. and keeps getting richer, and the poor gets a little bit more poorer. But what's really happening is a divide between the middle class. Middle class is getting stripped away, and middle class is giving up. A lot of people are giving up because they're like, my whole entire world can be over if Amazon just says, we're cutting out 35,000 jobs, or Meta or Facebook have they got rid of a lot of their AI developers or different. They're getting rid of people. What can you do? So their world is changing, and they're realizing, wait. And so it's happening to a lot of people where we don't have an answer for the living situations. I do, but that's like a 5-hour conversation, which you guys could barely want to listen to me in the first place. And it's painful for me to even watch my videos the way I talk. But yeah, I do have an answer. Actually, I have multiple solutions. It's not even an answer. It's a solution. Legit, bona fide solution, legal solution, not just out there giving people money. And then also not just out there not providing an opportunity, but that everything comes with sacrifice, right? So a little bit of freedom has to be sacrificed. And there's no such thing as full freedom anyway. So I don't even know where people get this idea that there's such thing as freedom. We all play inside of a box. We're not free to do whatever the hell we want. Now, some countries are more freer than others. I'm in the United States of America. There's a lot of freedoms we have here. But let's be real. Let's be real honest here. We're in a box. We play by the rules, and that's it. So every country that you go to, they're going to have those same things, which leads me to segue into this. We're going to have universal basic income. We're going to have digital IDs. We're going to have an issue with quantum computing, as far as especially with AI and quantum computing, and then people finding out what is real and what is not real. That's a huge thing. People are getting tricked, and emotions are all over the place from videos that people make. It looks like real people and they're really fake. Look, you guys, I'm telling you, it's real. And so what project is going to help out? Well, Holo Chain and Holo, man, they have such an opportunity. They have an opportunity to grab the market by the balls and actually create not only just revenue, but actually create something in which it will benefit so many people. Again, I don't know who's going to win this race. We do have some projects that are joining, partnering, collabing, I guess, with MasterCard and Visa. It's a big thing. We're in extreme fear right now. And I'm telling you guys, it's getting crazy. I think I would say you guys be patient, but I can't tell you. Some of you guys have already jumped into the deep end. I did not jump into the deep end. I didn't jump into the deep end. I was already in the deep end. The water just flowed above my head, and I'm like, what the hell? That's what's happening to me. But, I'm just looking around, and I'm like, hey, I'm going to move forward. But pay attention, you guys, because this is what's going to happen. I don't have a timeline, but this is what's going to happen. I don't know when, but it's going to happen. Be ready. Be ready. And will Holo Chain, will they be ready? I don't know. Last time I heard, as far as their blogs, they did have some upgraded stuff. I could easily go. I'm gonna quickly go on Google for you guys real quick here. There we go. And with the Holochain news, it says Holo's upgrade and strategic reorganization. The project has undergone a significant pivot, separating into three distinct organizations: the Holo Chain Foundation, Holo Hosting, and Unit. This aims to increase delivery speed and clarity. Unit, which is developing a mutual credit accounting framework. Holo Fuel is nearing beta testing, with community testing expected soon via a scavenger hunt. Oh, I didn't know that there was a. Well, that's interesting. And yes, me saying that's interesting should tell you guys I have not. I have absolutely positively have not been following closely with these projects. I am just burned out and I am tired of the crypto space, and I have other things to do in my life, and that is what I've been doing. And I've been enjoying my life. I've been doing a lot of stuff. I've been having fun. You guys know I'm huge into pickleball now. Been playing a lot of pickleball lately. It's just been, I've been really enjoying life. And I feel bad for a lot of you who are out there and your whole entire life is crypto. Your whole entire life is, you know, whether Holochain or Holo is going to survive or not. That is not me. Yeah, I want really good projects to survive. And obviously, I'm somewhat invested in the Holo. But the reality of it is that I see them for what they are. I don't have rose-colored glasses anymore. I used to, but that was when I was very ignorant and did not understand exactly what was happening within the space. I still think that the Holo Chain organization has a lot to do as far as how they communicate, right? I think I'm on this page here, but how they communicate, it's just hard. It's hard to watch because we all thought that Holochain and Holo would be like this big organization and extremely organized, very positive people with a way of communication with their outlook on things and how they're going to make it. But it's just, you know, and with Mary Camacho gone, I already know, like, you guys can listen to, you know, her goodbye thing or whatever. But if you guys listen to it, man, it was like there was something there. It was, I can't put anything on it, but it was like there was something, there was like an ice, it was like a refrigerator. Like it was cold. It was very cold. And what I mean by that is there was so many, you know, positive things and nice things that they tried to say. But if you look at their voice, their mannerisms, their facial expressions, even Mary Camacho, you can kind of tell. We all know, like, come on, man. She had an AMA where she looked like she just rolled out of bed. Literally rolled out of bed, fell on the floor, and just started saying, "Hey, let's make an AMA." Like, that's what she looked like. And then the next one, she looked nice and everything, and and then there was, it was like, "Hey, we have an announcement," and she's gone. And then she was like, if you guys listen closely, this is what I mean by listening. She said, "How's that?" So I think she was getting tired of the good stuff that they were saying, because look, I'm gonna tell you guys, you guys know I'm not a huge technical guy. I can't, fold up Holochain or Holo and tell you, okay, man, this is what's happening on the hood and on the Zooms and the whatever language it is using and all of it. I don't get a lot of it. I get the general aspect of it, but I can't dig up under the hood. Now, when it comes to human beings, I can read a human being like none other. That's the straight up truth. You guys listen to my videos in the past about Holochain and Holo, and about Mary Camacho and some of the others. And now everything wasn't Mary Camacho's fault, because I know a lot of people are looking at it. But I really tried to refrain. If you guys can go back, I refrained from really saying a lot of stuff which I could have, because I used to go by and break down the video step by step. But I'm gonna let you guys do that. If I go back in the video of, where they made the announcement and everything, I could break it down for you guys step by step. Their body language, what they're saying, what they've said in the past, how they communicated in the past. And I've always said that there was some friction there. And that was long before anybody else had said anything. This was like 3 or 4 years ago. I knew that there was some kind of friction there. And I also know that there's a divide between only because I did my research, but they all have their own different philosophies and backgrounds, and it's very different. They all have very, very strong backgrounds that are very different from each other. And it's politically as well. I know that they don't align. They didn't align with each other. Now, I don't know whether it was Mary Camacho specifically or just a bunch of people, but I am considering that, what's his name? Alistair. Alistair was gone as well. There's just seemed a lot there. So when it comes to actually understanding human beings, I've been in sales all my life, just about. I've been door to door selling solar panels. I've done presentations. I've spoken in front of people. I used to be a preacher. Like, people, you have to understand, when it comes to human beings, I got you. Like, I understand. When I meet new people, I break them down when I tell them hello. And, I'm always cordial. I'm always respectful. I'm always nice to everybody, but I'm always paying attention. And so, I want you guys to understand that what's been happening within the Holochain, Holo organization, there have been a lot of people within the organization. As organizations grow and as they mature, there are some things that happen. Some heads may butt, and there has to be some kind of clarification. There has to be some kind of cohesiveness, and when that cohesiveness isn't there anymore, things start to break down. The one thing about Holo, we all know that the technology behind it is great. The idea, the DLT is wonderful. The different adventures that we've had as far as their upcomings, and then their advancements with Holo Chain, and then their advancement with Holo, and then just so many different things. Man, they've been through a lot. And as a company wants to become serious, and if a company wants to grow and become extremely professional, they got to do things a certain way. Folks, Holo has a great chance. Holo unit, Holo chain, all of the above. They have a great chance to create something amazing. They just need to have the right team behind it. They need to have that spokesperson. They need to have the guy that's kind of like the glue, the bridge between unit, between Holo and between Holo Chain. The person that puts it all together, the person that comes up and he is able to project in a very safe and respectful manner of where the organization is trying to go and help them reach destinations that they never seen before. They have an opportunity because there's no clear winner right now. Man, golden opportunity, because everyone is looking for that winner. I'm telling you guys. And when they do find that winner, they're going to back the hell out of that winner. When they find a project that they can believe in, a project that they can understand, because right now they still don't even understand Ethereum. They still don't understand XRP. They still don't understand. Like, I understand them. Do I agree that they're the best or whatever? No, of course not. They're working on a blockchain technology, DLT. But guess what? People don't even understand that there are different DLTs. Like that. I keep saying that, but it's wild to think about. Like, I'm not even a huge tech guy. I'm not. And I excuse me. And I understand the differences between the DLTs. And I'm like, how do these tech people? I was just talking. Oh my God. I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna let you guys go. I know I haven't made a video in a while, so maybe I'm a little bit on fire as far as talkative today. But I was talking to a bank teller today. I was talking with a bank on, and they asked me. They said, "Hey, is your account ever going to be used for international payments?" And I said, "No. Why? Like, who would do that with crypto around? Like, they can just open up a Coinbase account and send their Bitcoin or whatever across seas." And he's like, "Huh? What are you talking about?" I'm like, wait. I asked him, I said, "You didn't know that there are people who come over here to America, work in America, purchase Bitcoin, Coinbase, or whatever legal means on these exchanges, and they then take that Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and they send it over to their families across seas. You didn't know people were doing that?" He was like, "Oh no, I didn't know people were doing that." And I'm like, "Oh, you got to be kidding me." Like, how can you have a bank? How can you have a bank and be in the investment world and be in the fiat world and not understand crypto and not understanding at least what they're trying to do? Even if crypto was an enemy, I'd be like, "Oh man, that's the enemy. What are they doing? Like, what are they doing with the fiat currency?" And try to understand, like, no, like, I believe in a dollar. Like, what are they doing? So let me find out what they're doing. Like, do people not do that anymore? Do banks not say, "Okay, well, what is happening here?" Like, I understand that, you work for a bank, but you're like, you don't understand what's happening in the world. I don't know. It's killing me, people. It's killing me. Anyway, I will let you guys go because guess what? I know I've been talking to you guys to death, but I'm telling you guys right now, Holo Chain, there is a sliver of hope. Not a sliver. There's a little hope for Holo. The fact that the market is absolute garbage right now, and the fact that they're still holding on, I believe it was down here. Yeah, there we go. 292. As far as their volume, that's actually kind of sort of insane. But I mean, come on. Look at where we are. Look at where we are. Let's be real. Right? So, go all the way back to 2021, and it was close to 3 cents. Yeah. It's ugly. Community sentiment says high slowly picking up again after defending the lower range. I don't pay attention. This is all like, if you pay attention to all of this weekly stuff, monthly stuff, I'm not paying attention unless it hits the 3 cents again, or close to 3 cents again. As far as like the price is concerned, literally. Some of you guys have such gigantic accounts that you just needed to go to 1 cent and you're good. You're good. You're like, I'm out. I understand. All right, you guys, as I always say, please do your own research, And last but not least, above all else, the world is getting crazy out there. It does seem like the world is kind of calming down a bit in some places, but please. Oh, Zootopia 2 is coming out. Sorry, squirrel. Anyway, please, stay safe out there, okay? Bye, you guys.